Hey everybody and welcome back. I'm Eric for President. For those new to the channel, you can find all links and sources for all topics discussed down in the video description, all timestamps for every story in the pinned comment, that way you can watch exactly what you want. And a couple housekeeping items, we have the current Oculus Quest headset giveaway, the still giveaway, that's winding down at the end of this month. And if you want some daily VR videos, my secondary channel is there for you as well. Both those links in the pinned comment. With that being said though, let's jump right into today's VR news. Let's start today by going over, of course, the new Oculus Quest update and what you can expect from it. And yeah, it's a pretty cool update. And this update was all given out as part of their game developer showcase. Here it was revealed the future designs of a complete and needed redesign of the Oculus Quest user interface, with the main goal of allowing easier access to settings and multiple browser windows, creating a much better experience. As stated on the Oculus blog, the redesigned universal menu is a personal dashboard that lets you navigate between immersive environments and 2D apps, control your device, and stay connected with people and with your system status while in VR. New immersive overlays make it possible to bring up content, like the universal menu, without leaving the app you're in. This means it's easier than ever to find and control system functions without missing a beat. No need to return to home. As with every update, these roll out over time, so patience is of course a virtue. And the best thing to always do is make sure automatic updates are enabled, your Oculus Quest is connected to Wi-Fi, and it's plugged in. So yeah, it's a pretty cool update. I'm really excited to see them working on the user interface, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I will say I've brought this up numerous times, and I think a very good user interface and a user experience outside VR gaming is very important to liking a product. I like Steam VR the most because of everything it does outside gaming. It's very useful, and if Oculus keeps working on it, it's just gonna be even more of a powerhouse than this, but that's just my thoughts on it. But there is a game called Half-Life Alyx. You may have heard about it or may have not, but this juggernaut of a game is launching on Monday, and there are a couple discussions I wanna have about it that I think are important before it launches. First, we need to talk about and applaud how Valve always pushes the envelope and moves platforms forward by how accessible they have made this game. Of course, you may know that if you purchased a Valve Index or practically any part of one, you got the game for free. Now with the launch of the HTC Cosmos Elite package, Half-Life Alyx will also come free with it. And even furthermore, Valve purposely advertises how to play this on all headsets because Valve isn't looking to make a quick buck. They are looking forward to making the Matrix and moving VR forward. And while that first bit of Half-Life Alyx news is positive, well, we're gonna flip that and be a little negative, or don't advocate the negativity. Don't be a jerk and don't spoil Half-Life Alyx. Half-Life Alyx will officially be available on Monday, March 23rd and released at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Steam preload begins this Friday the 20th, and there will be an embargo on all reviews and gameplay from all media outlets until launch of the game again at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time as stated before. Now, Half-Life Alyx is the largest VR game from an anticipation standpoint ever in the VR scene, and from a niche that could use more narrative, story-based games like this, spoilers are going to get out there very, very quickly. And you know what? Don't spoil the game, guys, please. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm pumped for Half-Life Alyx. I love to hear your thoughts. I'm kind of curious on how the whole buzz of the community is just getting more and more hype for this. But again, guys, let me know your thoughts. But please, it is our civic duty as VR users. Don't spoil Half-Life Alyx for anyone, please. We do move on to some really awesome positive news, also a thank you that should have been given, and the implications of success. And this is because as part of Facebook's game developer showcase, we got the news that Beat Saber has sold 2 million copies to date, and more impressive to me, it also has 10 million paid DLC songs. Now I do have to note that Beat Saber is not cross-buy, so many had to buy on more than one platform, if say on Steam and Oculus, but no matter what, the asterisk on this number, this is huge. But most notably, we need to talk about the 10 million paid DLC songs. Even I have to admit this number is way higher than I expected, especially from a game that with a little effort you can have unlimited songs for free, but this number is very impressive nonetheless. And this success could bring on much more of this, most notably on the PC VR platform. For the standalone Oculus Quest store, developers making it on the platform have a much easier route for monetization, yet the PC VR storefront is a cluttered mess, with money being much harder to make. The success of paid DLC is a much better, manageable, and accessible way to possibly make money, and I'd be surprised after this announcement that VR in the coming year may have a new monetization standard for those looking to make a buck. So I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on the paid VR DLC. What are your thoughts on that? What are you open to paying? Basically, what's that top threshold that say you buy a VR game? What's the most amount of extra money you'd be willing to invest in a VR game? I'm very curious to hear that, but also I do want to give a thank you to the modding community. Beat Saber's success, all these numbers, is due to you making this game what it is between live mixed reality videos and the custom songs and the modding community. You're the reason Beat Saber is winning right now. Beat Saber, Oculus, Beat Games, Facebook, all of them would like to thank you. They can't because they have to keep their nose out of that custom song discussion. But they know, we all know, thank you to the modders. But we also got a ton of game announcements, and there's two in particular that I really want to harp on, but let's get down the list pretty quick. We have B-Team launching March 26th, the game where you must stop an incoming alien invasion. Also, the Room VR, A Dark Matter launches on the Quest and Rift platforms March 26th, and the long-awaited Phantom Covert Ops will be here June 25th. And honestly, I'm really glad to finally see this coming. It's been in limbo for so long, and I think this game's gonna be pretty good. But I really want to focus on Lies Beneath and Echo VR. Lies Beneath is a single-player survival horror game with a heavy dose of action. Something's gone horribly wrong in the sleepy town of Slumber, Alaska, and a college student has to save her father from the creatures infecting the town. The art style looks beautiful, the horror genre needs more titles, and this is a title that I think not to miss. March 31st on the Oculus Quest and Rift April 14th. Most importantly though, Echo Arena will have its closed alpha testing for the Oculus Quest March 26th. Please check the link posted in the video description on signing up for the closed alpha, but remember, by signing up, you are entering the pool of applications. This does not mean that you'll get into the alpha. For a game that was supposed to launch last year, seeing an alpha starting now may tell us something, but overall this game I do believe will be the powerhouse on the Oculus Quest. So that's the kind of quick TLDR of all the games coming out. Of course, links will be for all these in the video description on where you can read more about them. But I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially on Echo VR. For those who have played Echo VR, you know that there is quite a bit of pushing and pulling and moving with your hands, sometimes behind your back, something the Oculus Quest isn't the best at. And that may be something that they're working through, the mechanics of making a great game that works with the Oculus Quest, basically cameras. I don't know what it is, but I think whenever this game launches, the time they're taking to make it, I think it's gonna be great, and I'm very much looking forward to it. In our final story, it's gonna be super quick. It's a little heartfelt from me with a little bit of a message, but I wanna talk about 11 table tennis for the Oculus Quest. 11 Table Tennis VR is the ultimate table tennis simulator where you can play opponents in online multiplayer or practice against the advanced AI. With physics designed to be as real as ever achieved in a table tennis simulator, you will forget that you're in VR. Here's the thing with this game. I have not had the developer specifically reach out hard on this one. He has messaged me. I have gotten more DMs from users of this game defending the dev and just trying to market the game for him. And that was interesting to me. I was like, why is everyone marketing this game for the developer? So then I played it. And you know what? It is a good game. It is a blast. It's perfect for the Oculus Quest. And the community who was on it taught me how to play tennis. I don't know how to play table tennis, and these guys took a lot of time, strangers, to teach me. The community on that game is fantastic. The game is fantastic. The Oculus Quest, if you've played it on other platforms, on PC VR, give the Oculus Quest a try. It is much better, in my opinion. It's updated. It's a great game. I wanted to give a quick shout out to it. Go give it a shot. But with that being said, that is the end of today's episode. Please leave a like to support this video. It would mean a lot to me. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon because YouTube never sends out notifications for some reason. Join the Patreon, everything in there just gets reinvested back into the channel. And as always, I'll see you on the next one, VR Space Cowboys.